Why do women touch themselves when no man is around, when no man is available? Why is it that they keep on putting their hand on their pickles when there is no man available for them? Let me tell you some certain things that you don't know about my gender. Some of you think that maybe because you are married to your woman, you can toil with her, you can do whatever you want to do with her anytime, any now and then. You keep on knocking her without her being happy. Women body doesn't function that way. And for those of you that are not lasting long in the other room, you bring your woman and you keep her in the pedestal. You doesn't allow her to finish. Like she doesn't reach to the place that she's supposed to reach, the cloud 9, and you stopped. Maybe you are not more lasting, or maybe you are not more performing, or maybe your body is suffering from erectile dysfunction and you don't want to treat yourself, or you're having low yogurt count, is making you to be weak. Immediately you start, before they will touch you, you have already poor, and your woman have been complaining so bitterly about it. You don't want to do anything, and you think that woman is satisfied. You think that woman, I'm not saying that touching herself by herself is going to make her satisfied, but most women that knows how to do it so perfectly that they pour, they release. You understand? Let me tell some things that makes women to touch themselves when there is no man available. Some of them doesn't want to contact infection. They feel that they don't want to contact disease. They feel that they don't want anybody to be using them as knocking toys. They now prefer to use their hand on their self. They do it on their self. And the one thing about it is that it's going to expose them to view film. It's going to expose them to pornography. They will keep their mindset thinking about it before they can be able to satisfy themselves, or watching others do it, or watching something about it before they can be able to do it on their own and satisfy themselves. One thing that is going to become is that it's going to become an addiction. When a woman have mastered the art of touching herself by herself, she doesn't need a man again. That's why you see most of them that goes with snacking toys. They don't reason the way other women reason, because there is no way you will tell me that a machine will perform like human being. A machine is going to perform more than a woman being. That's why you see some of them that have become addicted to knocking toys. They find it very hard to be satisfied by a man, because this knocking is a matter of being addicted to something. If you become addicted to this, to using your hand, you are easily going to see yourself pouring just with that hand. That's why you see most of them don't need joystick again. But if you have mastered the art of using joystick, you will find it very difficult to use hand to satisfy yourself. In fact, using hand to satisfy yourself will not even be sweet for you, because you are not addicted to it. But if you keep on doing it until you learn how to do it. For those of you that think that you can deny your woman knocking, some women, they are no longer laughing these days. Some of them, they prefer not to cheat, but they prefer to buy knocking toys, plug it, socket it, and do what they want to do. Satisfy themselves with the aid of their hands and every other thing. But I am telling women that is very bad. Some women will tell you, instead of them to be going outside exposed to HIV, STI, UTIs, that it's preferable, it's good for them to be using their hand, to be giving themselves the pleasure that men cannot give them. That is why you see some of them that are lesbians becoming so satisfied when they are touching themselves with another woman. They love it, because they have become addicted to a woman's touch. They don't even need a man in their life. That's one thing that you should not ever make your woman to become addicted to it. Some of them, maybe their husband traveled overseas, they don't want to cheat on the man. They now decided to introduce knocking toys. When the man comes back, it becomes a problem, because there is no way you will knock that woman. Even if you are there, the woman might not even notice that you are there, because the knocking toy is there. Anytime she needs it, she can plug it and do whatever she wants to do. So if you are getting angry, it's none of her business. If you're happy, it's none of her business. And that is why I say anything that can replace your partner in marriage, anything that can replace your partner, don't involve in that. Don't involve in that. Immediately you involve in using your body, your hand to touch yourself, or you are using knocking toy to touch yourself, and you get everything that you need inside here. There is no way your partner will come and you will feel him. You might not even feel that a man is there with you. The butterflies that moves will not even be there for you. That's why you see most women, when their husband comes back from abroad, they will feel very they will feel nonchalant about his return. Somebody that's supposed to be rejoicing, are supposed to be preparing, wearing skimpy stuff so that they can start snacking immediately. You see them, whatever, they don't care because they have a replacement. They are not using their hand on their bekus. They are not using knocking toys. It's now everywhere. They sell it everywhere. Like they introduce it, even in the hospital, they introduce it. They sell it. It's no longer something that is hidden. They sell it everywhere. So if you are a man and you think that you can deny your woman knocking, some women nowadays, they are no longer smiling. They prefer to knock themselves by themselves with knocking toys than going to cheat. Yes, that going to cheat is not that I'm supporting anybody masturbating. No, I am just telling you the real facts, the real truth. Yes, some of them, the way you treated them makes them to be irritated by knocking. They now prefer to stay on their own. So it's very, very important that you learn how to treat your woman for the betterment of your family, betterment of your marriage. And a lady that you know that is not yet married, that indulge in all these things, it's not something that you will start with force. She's not something that she can drop with force. Addiction is very, very strong. It's something that you can start small. If the person likes you, she might leave some of these things. But any day you will make her to go back to it, that's the end of it. Understand? Some people that you pick on the street and you treat them well, they might not go back there. But the day you will tell them that you know where they come from, they will tell you where they come from. Yes, they might decide to go back to those things that they promise you that they will never do again. Thank you guys for watching. Thank you for stopping by. Love to see you in my next video. Bye.